Welcome back. Here we have some Sultai Urza, little homebrew here. So I have a hand which I love because I absolutely love Mishra's Bauble. I talk about it a lot. You can see I don't actually have any blue mana yet, but I have a bunch of Astrolabes and I have a ton of redraws here. So end up drawing into a land there. See I'm up against Tron. I end up bobbling myself to see if I end up drawing an Emry. I don't, so then I also check out my opponent's getting. They have an All Is Dust on the top. I just cast a Sword of the Meek because I already have the Whir here, so I can try to put a quick clock on my opponent. My plan is to hopefully next turn try and do something and then set up an Urza into a Whir to finish the game. Opponent puts a Chalice on one, which stops my second Astrolabe, and they Thought Not Seer my Urza away. They cast another Thought Not Seer. In response, I don't need to. I could rebuke this, but I want to rebuke the All Is Dust. So I actually just choose to Whir right now. Even though I could have Whirred a couple seconds from now. It's the exact same thing. And I now have Thopter Sword combo, fair combo, online. I cast Oro, put Oro in the graveyard, and kind of go off from there. I know my opponent drew a Karn, Scion of Urza, and they have an All Is Dust still in hand. I'm just preserving my life total here, and I counter that Karn. Top deck Urza, have infinite Thopters, will win the game. And if my opponent happened to draw another Eldrazi Temple for the All Is Dust, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's what they would need. Even if that was the case, then I could just use my infinite mana with Thopters and Urza to find a Cryptic Command and counter that. So that's game one. You can see I sided out some Gilded Gooses, I sided out Fatal Pushes, and I brought in trophies. So this hand's fine. Not really sure what to name with Pithing Needle because I saw a weird Karn there. I choose to name the Karn that my opponent played instead of like a Karn the Great Creator, which they didn't use. Turn 2 Thought Not Seer takes my counter magic. Turn 2 Thought Not, turn 3 Reality Smasher. I'm in a little bit of trouble here. Yeah, I just need to survive. So I cast an Urza just to get the blocker here. Go down to 1. And I'm in a bit of trouble here. So I'm going to block here, trophy here. And my opponent cast an All Is Dust post-combat, which, even though it would have, won him the game before that. So I can whir here for Thopter Sword, sacrifice the Pithing Needle, go up to 2 life, and, live one more turn. Hopefully draw like an Urza, and then Urza into something else, and I can not be dead. But opponent's just going to flood the board here with a bunch of threats, and even if I do draw Urza, I won't be able to make any Thopters, and I only have 2 blockers, so I will just die. Game 3. Okay, so I'm on the play here. With a bit of a slow hand, but I'm up against Eldrazi Tron, and as long as they don't have that ridiculous open they had last game, I think I should be fine here. I see a Soul Guide Lantern. I should have fetched after. Didn't matter. My opponent concedes here. I'm guessing they kept a 1-land hand and we're hoping to draw a second and just concede right there. Little strange, little anticlimactic, but it is what it is. I'll see you in the next one.